And it is time once again, ladies and gentlemen, to become one with the dark side. And time again, ladies and gentlemen, we always feel as if, like, we always have that on our side. We always feel in some way safe knowing that, you know, we will always have tomorrow. We always will feel safe under the illusion that there's nothing to worry and there's nothing to be afraid of. We can afford to take our time. But eventually, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure we all know from experience, time runs out eventually for all of us. In fact, when I checked out this song for the first time 4.5 years ago, I might end up saying the exact same things I said then. You really think time cares either way about what it means for us or what it does to us? I somehow doubt it, ladies and gentlemen. I doubt it a lot. Because before we know it, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. No more time. We have run out. But while we have this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy it to the fullest extent. So let's begin. And fiddling begins with clocks. Desperation is the English way. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Time by Pink Floyd, obviously on... Sorry, hang on. Let me think about this. And yes, this I could have easily have said to you almost immediately is that this is just like the splendid collaboration from both Gilmour and Richard White, because it's true, ladies and gentlemen. You would be, like I said, 4.5 years ago is when I first checked this out, and it's very strange because back when I first listened to this, I talked about the miraculousness of the accuracies of the things they were pointing out, the fact that before you even realize what's happening, you immediately become another 10 years older, and that you're like almost missing the sun, and you find that somehow even as you get older you find yourself you're unable to make up the time because time has already made up its mind of what to do with you. We could literally go through or even talk about the fact that even 2 minutes in, and when the song like begins, when Gilmour begins singing, and it sounds like a breath, like almost, oh, thank God we're being pulled into some sort of relative state. But then, as we find out, the truth is not always the kindest, because it's a truth that nobody really wants to hear. Trickling away the moments that make up a dull day, fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way, kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown, waiting for someone or something to show you the way. And this, that tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you'll find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. You may also want to recall, ladies and gentlemen, that 50 years on, and it's very difficult to say if this sort of thing was written today, it would probably be, nobody told you, it was already far too late. You missed the starting gun. You're better off putting that gun to your head. Because unlike Gilmour or Roger Waters, life, ladies and gentlemen, has sort of devolved into a state of, if you are not young and you are not talented, then there is absolutely no point in you whatsoever. If there's nothing individual about you, if you're not the greatest at something, we have somehow created, ladies and gentlemen, a fetish of success, and it has resulted a disillusionment of power. Because for some strange reason, ladies and gentlemen, people like me are led to believe that I absolutely hold no opinion, no rights whatsoever, just because I'm not successful or rich or may not have made the right choices in life. But then who decides, therefore, who makes the right and wrong choices? Who decides that people who make the right and wrong choices are the ones to succeed and the other not to succeed? It's a very strange inflection to live in, ladies and gentlemen, but it's this sort of antagonism. We live in an age of antagonism. We love to make many enemies out of each other for life. We love to start arguments and continue with them until the very end of time. That's what we do. And again, desperation is the English way. And it would be very difficult for me to judge this in like maybe other corners of society, like say if I went into France or Italy or Germany. But yet, it's only when you actually live in England, like I have, and it's only when you actually know of the characteristics that you see, maybe not so much out of every place I've been to on a daily basis, but rather just when you see things at close quarters or you see them from a suitable distance, you almost want to recoil in horror because for some strange reason, ladies and gentlemen, this was not the world you imagined it was going to be. Time has not treated things kindly because despite all evidence and despite everything people try to achieve, it just sometimes doesn't work out for the best. And time is a great way of almost reminding people that if you don't, then not only will you not be successful short term, but in the long term, nothing will live after you and you will be completely forgotten about. All men, ladies and gentlemen, throughout history will be forgotten and their words won't live after them. That is, unless you are somehow successful or famous or infamous for something, anything, I don't know. Just as long as people talk about you after you are gone, maybe that's probably all that matters. Keeping the legacy of human beings alive by picking out the ones that are actually worth talking about. Which is sometimes a great shame, but also a really disgusting way of like looking at the world, because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't really know why it is, but for some unfounded or some very peculiar sort of reason, it doesn't sound all that fair, does it? Why should we be antagonistic towards each other just because some people are older or some people, have had a harder life because of the time they've led? Or what about the life and times of everyone else? You know what? All human beings, I believe, deserve a fair shot. And time is not going to treat the people who antagonize said peoples with altogether a degree of kindness. Because when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take very much for Gilmore to get the point across that, you know what, why not stay and just watch the sunshine? You know what? If we enjoy the sunshine, then that's how it be. Nobody is calling for every desperate human to be successful for its own sake. Just let them enjoy their life and more focus about how much time you have left. By the time my time comes, ladies and gentlemen, it's my time to leave, then I'd like to imagine that I've enjoyed my time, whether I liked it or not. But that's what I want to assure myself, that I made the most of my time for all the things I was given, for all the opportunities I was given. I should be able to enjoy those, and maybe that's at heart what all that matters, that we enjoyed ourselves along the way. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.